The Center for Exceptional Families is a nonprofit organization created to provide advocacy services to Arkansas families of children, youth in transition, and young adults with disabilities. The Center for Exceptional Families operates the Federal Parent Center project through the Office of Special Education Programs. Initially funded in 1975 through the National Parent Center movement, every state and U.S. territory has at least one parent center. The role of a parent center is to provide information to parents of children with disabilities, youth in transition, and the professional communities that serve them. Parent centers are knowledgeable, committed, and a great resource of information that parents can count on. In the past year, more than 1.1 million families and professionals have interacted with parent center staff. A parent center, like the Center for Exceptional Families, serves all families of children with disabilities from birth to age 26 and can provide resources and information on all disabilities. A parent center helps families and their students to gain better understanding of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, and how to use these laws to benefit their children in the educational setting. Parent centers also provide a variety of services, including one-to-one peer support and assistance, workshops both virtual and in person, printed materials, lending libraries, webinars, and informational websites. Parent centers work collaboratively with parents and their school districts and other providers to improve educational outcomes for children with disabilities. Parent center staff are typically parents of children with disabilities or have special interest in the field, bringing a personal experience to the role when working with families. Each year, parent centers collect information on the interactions with the families and professionals receiving our services. That data is compiled nationally and is shared with our project officers at the Office of Special Education Programs and with our state and national political leaders. In the past year, 1.4 million parents and professionals received assistance from a parent center through phone calls, personal interactions, presentations, letters, and home visits. Also, 1.2 million parents and professionals have received individual assistance from a parent center. Additionally, 4.7 million individuals have been reached through parent center electronic newsletters and printed materials. Parent centers help families through a tiered approach in service delivery, layering the assistance to best fit the unique needs of each family. First, we help families to understand their child's diagnosis and disability and their educational needs. Then, we encourage parental involvement in the special education process. We educate families, youth, and young adults regarding their rights and responsibilities under IDA and Section 504. We train parents to advocate for their children and provide training for professionals on specific disabilities. We teach parents how to communicate more effectively with schools and related service providers. We assist families in resolving conflicts with their school districts. We connect families to community resources. And lastly, we promote high expectations and endless possibilities for families of children with disabilities. The Center for Exceptional Families is governed by a board of directors representing the entire state. The bylaws of the Center for Exceptional Families indicate that 51% of the board seats be filled by parents of children with disabilities or self-advocates. The remaining 49% of membership is comprised of local and state-level partners in the disability sector. The board meets a minimum of 4 times per calendar year, with committee meetings conducted as needed. Each member serves a 1 to 3 year term. If you are interested in becoming a board member of the Center for Exceptional Families, please visit our website and download an application. Our mission and vision statements were created by our board of directors and encompass our goal as an organization. We strive to provide top quality educational information to families. We work hard to create relationships with those families and our local school districts and disability-related service providers, because we feel that to better serve the children, we must all come together as a team and work together toward that common goal. There are 4 specific grant goals that the Center for Exceptional Families is obligated to achieve. Progress on these goals is monitored quarterly by our Board of Directors. Performance reports are submitted yearly to the Office of Special Education Programs. Those goals are: increase parents' knowledge through individual support and information, create opportunities for youth and young adults to become effective self-advocates through individual support, foster increased engagement between families and the professional communities that provide services to them through statewide training opportunities, and conduct outreach programs to underserved groups to increase their knowledge of the programs and services available to them. These numbers represent the work performed by the Center for Exceptional Families since its inception in 2015. The data is updated annually to reflect an accurate depiction of the work performed. The method of service delivery ranges from workshops conducted, telephone calls received, one-to-one mentoring sessions, an IEP or 504 attendance by a parent mentor. Of course, all of the Parent Center services are provided free of charge to parents and professional communities. The Center for Exceptional Families is a statewide program serving all 75 counties in the state of Arkansas. TCEF parent mentors work within an assigned 12 to 16 county region. This gives us a way to connect on a more localized level to families within their communities, where we can get to know the families and the school personnel, which ultimately promotes a team approach of service delivery for children, youth, and young adults with disabilities. Shelby Knight is the Executive Director of the Center for Exceptional Families. She has more than 30 years' experience in the advocacy field, working with families to ensure the best possible outcomes for children and youth with disabilities. She is the parent of an adult son with autism. She is the board chair of a local group home for adults with disabilities, serves as an advisory board member for the Arkansas Academy for Educational Equity at University of Arkansas Fayetteville. She is a board member of the Learning Center, a local early intervention service provider, and serves on the advisory council of Project Search of Northeast Arkansas. She and her family live in Craighead County. Loreena Hegenbart is our parent mentor serving the 16 counties that make up the North Central region. She lives with and manages the full-time care of her adult son with global delays. She serves on several local and state boards and committees, including the Arkansas Empowering Families with Deaf Blindness and Project Sparkle, which is a project of Casey, the Child and Youth with Sensory Impairment. Utilizing her military background, Loreena is also the TCEF representative on the Arkansas Council for Military Children. She and her family live in Stone County. Karen Lutrick is our TCEF parent mentor, providing services in the Central and Southwest regions. She has advocated for children and youth with disabilities for many years as an educational advocate and resource provider. Karen is also the TCEF representative on the multi-state project for youth in transition, Independent Futures That Work. She is parent to 3 children. The youngest is an individual with a disability. Karen and her family make their home in Pulaski County. Teresa Hendrix is the TCEF parent mentor of the 9 counties that make up the Northeast region of the state. She has 35 years of experience in special education, both as a special education teacher and as a special education supervisor. Teresa is the TCEF representative on the State Personnel Development Grant, which is a collaborative project with the Arkansas Department of Education, Division of Elementary and Secondary Education. This project is designed to provide training on RTI and core instruction to families. Teresa and her family make their home in Poinsett County. Michelle Lappin is our TCEF parent mentor in the 12 counties that make up the Arkansas Delta. A native of Louisiana, she comes to TCEF with years of experience advocating for persons with disabilities, including time spent advocating for children and adults to the Louisiana legislature. Michelle is a former high school English teacher with extensive knowledge of the classroom experience. She has 3 children, each with varying disabilities, including autism and ADHD. Michelle is an avid researcher and her focuses include behavioral and mental health, disability law, teaching resources, neurodiversity, and LGBTQ issues. She and her family live in White County.